being a woman to your advantage, or if at all. And I'd love to kick that back over to Michelle to talk about. I know this is a particular area where you have a story, and then we'll probably move over to Bria.
Sure. I'd say that I haven't used it to my advantage. It has benefited me in that there have been programs tailored to women that I've been able to be a part of. It's allowed me to network, to find other women of color in technology from across Bank of America and other Fortune 500 companies, women who are friends aside from, being colleagues, who any one of them could be on a panel like this. I won't say the challenge, but the only thing about that question that I guess kind of irks me a bit is that as women of color, especially Black women, in the positions that we hold, a lot of times some of our counterparts look at us and they think we're the token person in the organization because maybe they're thinking the organization needs to meet a quota and we're only here because we're a woman or we're, a woman of color, not because we have what it takes, because we have the experience and, we've gone through it all. We have the necessary skills. We have what it takes to be a part of these organizations. So just to circle back around, that's the only thing that bugs me a bit about that. But the programs that I've been a part of, and I'll call out two of them. One was called Black Women Ready to Lead within Bank of America, where women were paired with other executives, and they weren't necessarily executives of color. They were men and women, so that we had different perspectives as to how you make, the move up. And there was also a support system. The other program that I was a part of is through an organization called ITSMF. And initially they were focused on people of color who were middle managers ready to make that leap into, the executive office and also into the C-suite. And they're focused on your whole being. They're focused on you as a person, so it's body, mind, and soul. And they have an entire support system where Black talent is highlighted. These have helped me, where I not only realize what I bring to the table, but all the other talent that's out there as well.
That's awesome. And I know, Bria, we'll come back to you in a second, but to tag on what Michelle's saying, Ashley, you talked about the influence that men actually had on your career. I know sometimes, you always, people feel like, well, I gotta have somebody that looks like me, that's just like me, supporting me in my journey. But can you spend a little bit of time talking through how, men have helped you shape your career and how great that's been?
Yeah, Bria mentioned this earlier, when she joined. I remember the day she joined the firm because we used to send out an email blast and I was like, oh, there's someone that looks like me. I think I emailed her. If I didn't, I apologize. But for, the first 3 or 4 years at the firm, I was the only Black woman at the firm. Historically, Credera was a very Christian-based white male-led firm. And going into things, I'm very open-minded. I come from a small town, so being open-minded was the key for me. But throughout my 9 years, I've had great mentors and they've all been male. The 9 years at the firm, they've all been white males. And I never got a sense of, oh, well, this is a token hire, or I feel, it was just, hey, you're a great technologist. I'm a good person. What can I do to help you, right? So I think once the person gets to know you, you have that effect. And then prior to coming to Credera, my, 2 great friends, mentors, and bosses that I had previously, kind of my real first job out of college, they were both men. They actually happened to be Black men that were from, they actually went to U of H now that I think about it. But they, I met them through someone else. They took a liking to me. They was like, hey, you know what? I get it. You are one of few here. There's 3 or 4 of us, people of color in this firm. We want to make sure you succeed, not only because you're of color and we know you, but because you're a woman. We need more women. And a lot of men have echoed a sentiment to me of, I want to make sure you succeed because I have daughters, right? Whether they're of color or not. they want to see other women in technology being successful because they're raising daughters as well. So I think a lot of that has contributed to it. But yeah, I think, 90% of my career, I've been mentored by men.
Bria, you have anything to add to that?
I mean, I would say, said a lot, which was really awesome. I think, for me, I guess my advantage of being a woman, or that I've used at least, has really come from on two different fronts externally, like understanding customers, right? And oftentimes, like, there is a disconnect, especially like Ashley mentioned a white majority male. But if you're targeting more diverse backgrounds of customers, like, they're not putting together the right persona, that they have to spend more time to understand something that comes more in it to you. And so, there's that. But I think also from within internally as well, just understanding the different points of view to help drive some of that change within the company itself, right? Like, hey, like, here's how the people are feeling, or, being that person who's able to speak to both of those experiences, but still have relationships with principals and partners and having their ears to be able to help talk about those things, right? So I've definitely leveraged that experience, and I've not been very shy about it, honestly. I've been pretty outspoken, but it did take me a while to kind of open up and find my voice to be able to do that. But yeah, so I've definitely done that. And I guess on the flip side of that, I had to have really great mentors, and particularly some male mentors who were open to listening to that feedback and being willing to connect that. So